This thing has more ground clearance than a Unimog. I always wanted a truck where you can climb up and down instead of getting in and out. It had bad crunchy noise.
Yeah, but where is the crunchy noise?
The crunchy noise is now sitting in form of dust here on my table, okay? First of all, it has the original Jaguar logo on it, okay? And in a Toyota, this belt would never get replaced.
Look at that, it's already broken.
No,
here.
this is...
Yes, it's broken.
What? It's not even broken.
Yes.
It's dirty.
No.
So we're driving to the Abenteuer and Allrad Fair. I decided we take the Queen on this Autobahn drive, okay, because it's raining anyhow, and it just goes faster.
And it has massage seats. That is a pretty cool parking lot. And of course we are here with the Queen. First Grenadier. Toyotas, Ram. So you park on a huge parking lot and go there by bus. So that is one cool looking Grenadier, apparently outfitted by Alucab. But Fabian has decided he's gonna sell his Discovery and he's gonna have to sell me his Alucab rooftop tent. Look what we have here, the Trailmaster. Oh, they have a hot air balloon. That is too bad. I so wanted to check out the truck bed. But look at that, I like that. And look what is next to the Grenadier. Oh, it's a short one. I do like the Bronco. Christian thought it's a Bronco Sport. He doesn't know his way around the Broncos. So that is what Philip wants when he turns 18. It must be a new car, a new van with the classic trim. 76,000 euros, I can get a Defender for that.
It's definitely challenging for a body shop.
Yes, we do believe all the Grenadiers sold in Germany went to the accessory outfitters. Is one beefy Grenadier. Oh my god, I love that one. Oh my god, that looks so cool. I wonder if it got TÜV.
Look at the size of this thing.
It's a Grenadier Trailmaster.
Okay, this thing has more ground clearance than a Unimog. I always wanted a truck where you can climb up and down instead of getting in and out. That's one beefy Grenadier, that's for sure.
Look where we are, the Land Rover booth. With all those nice Defenders. They're gonna oh, I want to ride that one. I like that. I don't like the rooftop tent. 116,000 euros. Oh my god. So we have to register ourselves. Our Christian's already working hard. So we are all set. I got my chip. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to keep it.
What's the point?
So we got signed up to something where I have to sit up front and where the action is.
We are here at the Defender Island, and it's of course for us a mandatory ride we got to take here at the Abenteuer and Allrad. And Vera is in the passenger seat, and they actually record a video from her when we go over the most challenging obstacles. So we'll see how this is, and I'm just gonna sit here in the back and relax. So that's of course for us still the biggest competition to a Grenadier. A Defender, in my opinion, is the better looking vehicle, and it has more luxury and better suitable when you got to do a lot of Autobahn driving.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay, there is a little puddle we're going through. So does this thing display the water level somewhere? Oh, see
my God.
Here, that's cool.
Look at that.
We're not even on the rims yet. And it's definitely quiet in here, extremely quiet.
Yeah.
Are we? We're skipping the steep one.
Yeah, hinteres Differential, rear lockers. The Defender, you know, you got lots of room, you know, not like the Queen.
Yeah, in our Queen there is no storage whatsoever. Oh, there is. There's the rocker here, and every driver tries to level it out, and the trick is to roll back just in the moment when the rocker tilts over. So I think it involves a little bit of luck. Now I'm missing my grab handle like in the Discovery here.
Christian here.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's amazing.
And it's a really clear picture. So we're still going up. Now it's leveling out.
And it's going down.
Yeah, so for my taste, this screen is wasting too much space with other stuff. Okay, it should be much bigger when you're in the camera mode.
Yeah.
So the programmer was not given good directions. It was probably outsourced to India. Look at that. It's definitely a muddy day. Now it's going uphill.
Yeah.
That's quite steep. And it has the same climate controls as my Queen.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is quite steep. Definitely is for somebody living in Germany, okay, where we have to bring our own mud. I mean, this mud here is all artificial, okay? There is no mud in Germany. Check engine light on? No. Okay. So, but it's quite concerning because the check engine light is supposed to be on a Defender and you gotta be concerned when it's off.
So we love Land Rovers.
Herzlichen Dank für die Fahrt. It's just a nice looking car, that's for sure. Oh, that's a long one. It's got like a flat black finish. Jeez. So that's the 130. Sticker price 123.
We'll have to wait until the engine breaks.
Yeah, here at the German Land Rover Club EV, okay, which we are a member of already for 2 years now, or maybe 3 in a row. And every year they organize several different events, for example canoeing or going on to an off-road drive and stuff like that. And once in a while we go there. It's usually an overnight stay.
So that's a Discovery 2. Wir haben auch gehabt.
Aber nicht im
If a black bear comes, I mean, we don't have those problems in Germany except for dogs, but
You shoot it.
Oh my god. I need the massive prize.
Need is the wrong word. Want is the right word.
No.
So here's an off-road Lamborghini. Maybe that would be a good choice. With a Montana license plate. Even registered in 24. So I don't know what's more surprising, that she had to get something to eat or that we are in a Toyota booth here. They are quite pricey. It looks to me like...
Not in a million years.
Not in a million years.
I want to buy that one. Doesn't matter how reliable it is.
I think somebody forgot to fill this Toyota with blinker fluid. So you think it's an original one? If so, it's worth quite some money.
Look at the balance weight. We walked all over the Abenteuer and Allradmesse. The Defender ride was actually the coolest thing we did. There was not a single Discovery 3 or 4. Not a single one.
Yeah, but you got recognized 3 times.
I
That's
got recognized
better.
3 times, yeah.
And we know we're not gonna buy a Toyota. But a Grenadier or a Defender may be it. Which parking lot did we take? Nope. This looks good, it's nice and centered. We can fix the frame now. There's quite some corrosion protection to be done. We're gonna do the obvious corrosion in some areas.
Yep.
So I'm about done with this engine. So I'm gonna put on a brand new tensioner here from Ina Scheffler. Yes. nice. Any oil leak here? Doesn't look like it, huh? In my professional life, I built machines to put these weights onto the torque converter to balance them. I put a clip in here right now from the last machine we shipped. I took these off the parking brake and they're almost done here, so I'm gonna have to get something new here. So I don't know about you guys, but I never bought a vehicle which has a full tank of gas. That's a first time.
So look at our next debacle. Is that the original generator or the one out of Latvia?
Okay, the alternator had like a huge rattling noise from all the sand inside. I didn't like that, so I went ahead and I bought me a replacement alternator, a used one, and it came out of Latvia today, okay? That's my favorite country here in Europe. And what do I usually say about used car stuff and people who deal with it? We're surrounded by assholes. I'm sorry, it's not associated with a particular country, but in this case it came out of Latvia. It doesn't turn the rotor inside. Look, it's locked up.
And it looks even worse than the one coming out of our...
It doesn't matter. I have no problem with the looks, okay? But it's set in the eBay ad, it's tested and functioning. So I wrote the guys in Latvia that this thing is not functioning and how can I return it now? This is ruining everybody's mood. So why is it possible that you buy something and you get something this crappy, okay? If the guy is not communicating with me in a nice way and gives me a good idea how to return this
today,
everybody in this video is gonna know who it is and where he lives, and I'm gonna send a mob down there to tell him that he's doing crappy business. So I had to find a different route. I went after my broken alternator, which had all that noise, okay? So I thought, okay, let's take this thing apart. And I realized it's really easy to take this apart. I didn't think so because it's all soldered up here and you can't open any of this. But the thing is, you don't need to open the regulator side. All you got to do is take your brush assembly out, which is this garbage here, and it's still fully intact, okay? So that's
that's a nice
where
brush.
The problem is, okay? Basically, like in the old day, you take 4 bolts out and then you can knock it apart. The cover comes right off. Oh, I'm sorry, before you can take the cover off, you got to take the one-way clutch off, okay? This was also easy because it has a hex head in it. You stick a socket in, which I had. I'm really impressed by myself. This is a 5/8 hex socket. Nobody in Germany has that. You put that in there and then you just use your rattle gun and you go into the direction of the one-way clutch, okay? I rattled it, it came right off.
And that's not where the crunchy noise is from?
No, that's not. So even this came off, okay? I just knocked it off like this all the way around. And then I had the stator still stuck in there pretty bad. And what I did there is I made this little piece here on my lathe in the kitchen. And it had like an M14 times 1.5 thread, okay? So I cut that in there, and you can see I can wheel this on here. Put my little slide hammer on here, which is really a small one. And then I carefully gave it a couple of knocks, and I got the whole armature to come out of it, okay? M14 times 1.5.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, that's them here. This is the balancing mode.
Yes, the KBD.
And there's this bouncing over here. And I remember the one we built for Bosch. Bosch called it the Godzilla because it was so big.
I remember those two. They had 6 stations and they rotate around.
And I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have had to spend any money on the guy in Latvia and I wouldn't have to deal with him if I would have attempted this ahead of time. So I wanted a replacement first before I play with this. Now I know that was the wrong way around. The other thing I wanted to say, if you want to diagnose these babies, okay, on a Gen 1 or Gen 2 engine in a Discovery 4, This is an intelligent armature. It's LIN bus controlled, okay? So that's not one of those alternators where you apply a field voltage and then apply an RPM and then you measure your voltage back and you measure resistance. You can forget all that, okay? These are way more difficult to diagnose. They basically got a LIN terminal which is connected to the ECU, and over that LIN bus, this alternator receives information on what voltage output it has to produce. And you can't fix that with an ohm meter and a voltmeter. What you can do is basically measure the resistance of your armature here. If this is still within specification, that's usually between 2 ohms and 3 ohms or something low. Okay, see, there is 2.2 ohms. So that's good. My armature is still good. It had bad crunchy noise.
Yeah, but where is the crunchy noise?
The crunchy noise is now sitting in form of dust here on my table, okay? It fell out, but I can still clean this baby up here now, really simple. What I can do now is I can clean this up, just like that, okay? And it's easy. Now I don't want to go in there and clean this like this.
Yeah, otherwise the desktop mechanics are going to have a heart attack.
I can clean this maybe with a brush and then I blow it out with compressed air. So I can go through, I'm pretty sure, and fix that alternator. So this is where the bearing is seated, okay? And this bearing goes in there and you can see how this is rusted up. It's absolutely perfect. It's also made for, it's just really good quality.
Made for eternity.
Denso is made for eternity. It really is. Good quality components. Now, but what you got here is called the Labyrinth seal, okay?
Oh my God.
So
I don't even know what that is.
A coiled field labyrinth where you walk around and get lost.
I didn't understand.
So this is where that word is coming from. So you have like a little labyrinth here, and that is to prevent dust from getting into this area. This acts like a little blower. So anyway, it's possible that this is rusted up high and that this labyrinth in here is rusted up. So I can clean this up with a little bit of Scotch-Brite and a little bit of effort. Then I put some grease on this and put it back together.
What about our backup plan? Getting a Gen 1 generator and putting those Gen 2 stuff?
Yes, I worked on that too. I mean, there is also the risk if I change something in the electronic LIN bus control that I damage the ECU of Prince Mallcrawl.
Oh my
and then
God.
It's going to be really expensive. So I rather not mess with the wiring of it, put some grease on it, put it back together, and then it goes back in here and we're done, okay?
And then it goes into the frame and then we'll put the chassis on.
And then I decide if I send an angry mob to his house or not. But I'm pretty sure he's going to be nice. I wrote him that I got an angry mob on standby. Okay? I got to write to all my subscribers in Latvia. You guys want to live with that reputation, or you want to go over there and straighten him out? And the way I know these guys, they will go there and straighten him out. So hopefully this is going to return. But now I know how to take it back apart. I would say I could even fix this one and then we have a spare. Anyway, those are the little things you run into and then they stall the project. The other thing what stalled my project is a stupid aircon hose, okay? I wanted to weld it, and I didn't even get to weld it because when I cranked open my gas of the welder, it was empty. Even though I bought a completely new bottle and I had it ready for this job. I specifically bought it for 72 euros. It hasn't been used. It wasn't even connected. The cap wasn't even taken off the bottle. I turned the bottle on, it's empty. So the guy sold me an empty bottle. So apparently the virus out of the used car industry migrated over into the gas industry. So I have to now drive there and straighten that out. Then I can decide, can I weld my old AC hose or do I have to buy a new one for 179, which I have to wait for again. I thought I'd let you guys know why we sometimes do not move forward in big leaps.
It only delays us by a day or two, not a month or 2 months.
And then there is this thing about the weather, okay? When we have a nice day, it's beautiful to work out here on our frame, okay? But unfortunately, you know, the factor is sometimes not only in the used car industry, in the used parts industry, in the gas industry, it's also in the weather industry. The weather just doesn't play right and then we're stuck, okay? I can't go out here now and do brakes because as soon as I do that, I go like whoosh, and then I have to back up again. So as soon as I wheel my stuff out, it continues raining. If I wheel it back in, it stops. It's like magical. And that makes us stuck with our little rebuild. And this baby is as far as we can go.
And doesn't it look beautiful?
Oh, it's like new.
Oh my God,
this
it
one
looks
is
like new. It's so perfect.
This one is like new. We definitely would have been better off buying a functioning Discovery 4.
that's my battery.
Okay, but the advantage, the way we go, is we know everything about that car. And if it fails, Vera knows exactly who to tell who screwed it up.
But that's also, you know, we get so many requests. Can you rebuild my engine? And they think, yeah, they spent 5,000 euros in parts and our labor is for free.
Okay, yeah. This is our hobby. That's to provide you funny YouTube content and hopefully everybody learns something, even if that's not how to do it. But we're not there to fix other people's cars. We don't do that. We do that for ourselves. This way, if we screw up, we know exactly who did it.
Yes, exactly.
And we don't have anybody coming to us saying, oh, ever since you touched my car. So I got this all cleaned up nicely. All the rust and corrosion is gone, okay? I can put this baby back in here and hopefully it's gonna slide in like a charm. Oh, look at that, it slides together. So I rattle this back on. Listen. So I think it's the labyrinth seal hitting because of corrosion, but it's very little, okay? Compared to before where it was locking up. I think everybody knows the trick how to get the brush assembly back in because we showed it in so many videos already. You move the brushes in with your finger, then you get this poke over it and it latches here in the front. Now they stay in, okay? I gotta make sure I'm doing this right because I had to take mine out in a different way because one bolt didn't open.
Oh my God.
Here you pull the trigger and then run. Okay, anti-seize on these like on everything we do. Stick it in here.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Oh. Here, look at that. How beautiful.
I'm gonna do something American now. Watch that. Done.
Oh, are you gonna piss off our desktop mechanic?
I'm not gonna torque it. I'm gonna leave
torque.
it like this, okay? I'm not gonna torque it. The Americans, in their YouTube videos, they go, retch, 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 all done. It doesn't matter if it's an M3 or an M16 or a half inch. They use some type of an automatic gun, ratchet, done. I'm not gonna torque this. If it falls off, it's the Americans' fault. If it falls off, I'm gonna call over there.
Oh my God.
Okay, plug goes in.
Yeah, what about my belt?
Oh, you want to put on a new belt? But why don't you like my... Look how that belt looks. First of all, it has the original Jaguar logo on it, okay?
I don't
and
care.
in a Toyota, this belt would never get replaced. This
Look at that, it's already broken here.
No, this is...
Yes, it's broken.
What? It's not even broken.
Yes.
It's dirty.
No, look
Yes,
at that.
Is. Look, this is just corrosion from where it was sitting and not
I
being
don't
spun.
care.
If any Toyota driver wants a real good condition belt, which you can run another 400,000 kilometers, I got it right here.
How much is a new belt? Like 16 euros?
16 euros, yeah.
Oh, you're cheap.
But it can't go on like this. It can't go on like this. See, I don't know. It goes around like this. Probably here, and then it backs around this one. That's how it goes on. Yeah, you can give me my breaker bar and my breaker bar reducer.
Oh,
I had to find it for her.
Yeah, because he gave me wrong directions.
Okay, it's my fault.
Yes.
Look how nice that looks.
Nice.
Oh shit.
What?
We gotta fix something on the alternator, but we do that off camera. I forgot something.
He even takes it completely apart again.
I'm opening 3 screws, okay? I can edit this in the video. It goes like done.
He turned on his soldering iron. I'm assuming it has something to do with that piece here. There's nothing on.
The problem is that this bolt didn't open, so I had to take the brush assembly apart at a location where it's not supposed to be taken apart. You can do that in the field, okay? Right in the Simpson Desert. Not a problem. See, done.
But you're not putting in a cable or anything like that?
No, I just connected this piece to this piece because I could not get the brush assembly out on its own. So I took it with the connector out. So I had to cut it right here.
Oh, I bet you would have not remembered that.
But I did remember it, and that's the point. Okay, can we stop talking about this now?
Yeah. He has a torque wrench in his hands, and he says he torqued them.
So we got our transport bar on. We have the thing signed. We're gonna give it our sticker, just for giggles. I show you something. You tell me where these go. on a Discovery 4?
I have no idea.
It says right here in Chinese writing, goes to the f***ing parking brake module.
Oh my god.
Okay, I made that up. It doesn't say See, we'll put these in. They go in here. Yeah, there's room here. This is all solid. I think $3.99 on Amazon, okay?
For one?
No, for 4. See, this is one small step for man, but one giant leap for the guy who wants to repair this when it's all corroded up and the bolts don't open. It's starting to rain a little.
So, Christian returned the argon bottle right now. I don't know why that is, and we didn't do anything wrong. We paid good money for it, you know.
Let's see how much this one got. See, it got past 200. He gave me some discount, but I'm 52 years old. I don't forget to close a bottle after welding. I don't do that, and I didn't even weld.
We didn't even start with a bottle yet.
Okay, so my idea is to heat up that beefy part of the aluminum first for quite a while, and then I think I'm gonna move into the really, really skinny part of the aluminum, and then I hope that this is somehow fusing, okay? But we'll see.
Still smoking hot.
Okay, now dare you guys laugh now, okay? This was really hard for me. But you can see it's a beefy weld bead. And I did not melt the front flange here. So I got this basically heated up and I dragged this material up the tube because the tube is really thin. So for me that was extremely difficult. You know, welding a relatively thick piece as an absolute beginner to a relatively thin piece. We let it cool down slowly. And then we're gonna do a pressure test. So we got, what, 7 psi?
6.
But down here in the water, see?
Everything's just
It's not
fine.
bubbling, okay?
Cool.
This is also not a crack then, and this is good. I'm stressed out about it, but we're gonna use that hose. Yeah, worst welder in the world put together an aluminum hose.
But you're not the worst welder. You
think
welded an aluminum box. So he welded my super cool aluminum box, my rooftop box. We have a video on that. Some parts are crimped, but a lot of parts are welded.
So there is an additional O-ring. What goes on here? That's actually done pretty nice. I got 2 O-rings. So I got some silicone grease on this O-ring, and I'm sure we find some desktop mechanic who's gonna go, oh, it's silicone grease in the air conditioning, it's gonna dissolve. So it looks like it's seated nicely. O-ring is compressed. We got a good chance that this is gonna be okay. Otherwise, this is all not accessible in the vehicle. Might be a body off, I don't know. So just doing some minor touch-up. I used Fertan, which is a rust converter, and sprayed the entire chassis with it, and it puts like a black oxide coating on everything. And now I'm gonna touch up just the top where I can't reach later on when the thing is back together.
We did that on my Discovery 3. If you are wondering what kind of products we are using and how we did that, check out our Discovery 3 rebuild we did in the summer of 23.
Yeah, it took only several months.
It's over there and running beautifully. The day started out with a Great Eddie Bagel.
Drilling out a bolt on the bumper, okay? But I can't start a job if I got something like this going on, okay? I have to fix that first, so I drilled out 2 of these because otherwise it's gonna bug me whole day.
But it has been bugging you for 6 weeks.
Yeah, but I was too lazy.
Okay, so today is the day. Finally, I can't believe it. We're gonna put that beauty into that beautiful frame. Yeah, I just wanted to help, and that's
You don't need to help. This is when you get hurt and not help.
Okay. Oh my God.
So Robin got to replace his filler pipe from his Mercedes B-Class. It's losing fuel. It's this pipe here. You can see it's badly corroded, and it's even worse underneath here. Check this out. It's a 2009 and it lasted only 15 years. What the hell? The little car has like a huge cover underneath, so really aerodynamic. Even little jobs like this with a lift out in the sun is just beautiful on a nice Sunday like this. Okay, got it out.
Look at that.
Yeah, but this one we already fixed, okay? And that's our fix.
Oh, yeah, that's a permanent fix.
Yes, there is a new gasket inside and it's only leaking a little bit. No leak whatsoever on this car.
Yes.
We did an oil change recently.
Yes. So they fixed the, what do you call that?
That's the filler neck.
The filler neck, yes.
So we put a complete new filler neck in with new hoses. All original Mercedes-Benz parts, 150 euros.
Yes. Just because it's a Mercedes doesn't mean stuff like that does not happen, you know? You gotta pay attention to your cars. Got it? We are a little bit off here. So I'm changing my tires from winter mud tires to summer tires. That's my job. So they are all done and I cannot get the tire off the rim.
You can't get a bicycle tire off. Repeat to me, I can't get the bicycle tire off. Do it.
I can't get the bicycle tire off.
Okay, and now she can't do that.
Yeah, I cannot do that.
And I'm so strong. Other side. Yeah, they are tubeless rims, so they are stuck quite good. So I put together a care package for Fabian and his Land Rover Discovery 3. He is in Africa, in Agadir, and he was stuck in a workshop for 7 days. And his brakes keep locking up. The Africans can't fix it, and he already spent 600 euros. So I got him a new main brake cylinder here and wear sensor, new brake lines. I got him some spare brake shoes because the old ones are now burned up. And then a brake bleeder kit right here. A new ABS module just in case used. And a cutter and a flaring tool right here. New oil filter, new diesel filter, brake fluid. And then rear brake parts as a spare also. So this is everything you need to do a full brake job on a Land Rover Discovery 3 in Africa.
16.3 kilograms and it costs, can you believe it, 23 euros to be shipped to Spain. That's unheard of. Change of plans. I noticed that there's something liquid in here, most likely brake fluid, and that is not allowed on air cargo. So I took the brake fluid out. Fabian has to order that in Spain or buy it in a shop.
Ich habe diese tolle Spritze mit Schlauch in der Werkstatt in Agadir vergessen. Die habe ich da liegen lassen. Und dann habe ich hinten nochmal aufgemacht und habe gepumpt, bis es auf Level war. Und dann habe ich jemanden gerufen, der hat mir geholfen, ein Fremder. Und der hat das Pedal gedrückt gehalten und dann habe ich währenddessen zugemacht. Also ich glaube nicht, dass da